Hey there, it's Alan Grossheider with Blue222. This is a quick system demo to show you how easy it is to use Blue222 to manage all of your real estate due diligence contractors like appraisers and environmental consultants and property condition assessment consultants. Anybody who's doing real estate inspection work, you can manage for free using our system. Once you have an account approved on Blue222, you just click here to sign in, and I'm using our fake staging server. I'm going to log into a client on our staging server. You'll see your dashboard, and to submit a new project is really simple. You just click right here on the Post New Project button on the menu. If you have stored documents as a template, you can pull those up here. This is just a document that you're going to store and reuse. So if you've completed the whole thing and you want to save that as a template and reuse it, then you can pull it back up here. You'll select the type of project. These are all the different types of projects that are available for vendors who are on the system. So let's say on this one you're going to select that you want to do a phase 1. You can then put in your due date for your RFPs and then fill out the rest of the form. This is all pretty standard information for environmental assessments and appraisals and other real estate transactions. You can store global documents in your account. These would be maybe checklists that you want each appraiser to use or each environmental consultant to use, those sorts of things. And then you can just toggle them into an RFP or toggle them out. This box here you can click and add documents that are specific to the project, and then you'll click Continue. At that point, the system is going to ask you to double check the information you've entered into your RFP. This is information that I had already entered into a sample RFP. So you can scroll through, make sure everything looks okay, then click Pick Contractors. The system will search using the address that you put in and pull up all of the available contractors in that area who can do the specific type of project that you sent the RFP out for. Now you can scroll through and look at all the available contractors. You can sort in various ways to decide on which contractor you're interested in. And for each of the contractors, if you click on their face or on their name, it will pull up the bio information they've put in for themselves and then available documents that they've put in, like a resume, certificates for asbestos surveys or whatever they're available to do are going to be stored in there. You can check out that contractor. You can also click on the stars and it will pull up the reviews that have been put in for those contractors by other clients. If you have stored preferred contractors in the system, if you click on this, it's only going to show your preferred vendors. And I'll show you a little bit later how to send out invitations for contractors to be preferred contractors in your system. And when you have selected the contractors you want to send an RFP out to, you just click Continue. And now the system is going to send out an RFP to each of those contractors by email and by text, inviting them to jump on to Blue222 and bid on your project. Now, as your vendors start to evaluate and send out their bids for your project, they can send you questions, and you'll get an email notifying you that somebody has sent you a question. The question will show up in your email, and then you can go onto your message center and respond to each of the contractors as they send you questions. And then once they figure out their bid, you've got a little dashboard within each project. You can go and see all the proposals that are coming in. So you see in this case we've got 2 proposals in, one for $1,650, one for $1,575. You can click to go into any other detail that they've decided to add into that project. And then once you have decided on the contractor you like, you can just click the Accept button, and the system will automatically notify the winning contractor by text and email, and also notify the contractors who didn't get the job by text and email that they didn't receive that project. So now you can probably start to see where the time savings will really come in here. Let's say that you've sent out an RFP to 5 or 6 different vendors, and maybe even 2 or 3 different project types. Maybe you've sent out an appraisal RFP and you've sent out a phase 1 RFP on a project, and each has 5 or 6 different contractors. Now you don't have to worry about sending out emails to all the different contractors and keep track of who you sent out an RFP to, who's answered the requests. Everything's just going to happen in one place, and then when you accept a job, you don't have to send out 5 or 6 different emails for each one or make 5 or 6 different phone calls. So it just really cuts out a lot of time and simplifies the process of managing your real estate inspections. So now we go back to the dashboard, and once you have accepted a contractor to work on a particular project, they're going to show up in this Project in Progress column. The columns in the dashboard are pretty self-explanatory: draft RFPs, pending RFPs, project in progress, projects completed. Pretty simple. So you just can go into a project in progress, and I'm going to pull up an old test project here. It's going to show you all the activity that's taking place in that project. As the project goes along, you can communicate with your contractor right here. When you post a message to the contractor, the system is automatically going to send them the message by text and email. So it saves you a lot of time, and it makes sure that you get a hold of the contractor pretty quickly. When they respond to you, you're going to receive an email with your response, and then all the responses back and forth will show up here in the message center. So it allows you to keep everything in one place. You have a project files tab within the project that you can share documents back and forth. Each of you can attach documents and complete the project. Once it's done, all you do is click Project Complete, and the contractor is notified that you have moved the project to completed status, and a pop-up will come up that will ask you to put in a review and a rating for that contractor. That's it. It's a very simple system, but it's very powerful because it just saves you a lot of steps in the communication process. So I mentioned a couple times that there is no charge for you to use the system whatsoever. The contractors will simply be sending you an invoice when they complete the project. And how do we make money on this? Well, we charge the contractor a small fee. I'll flip over and show you our pricing page. We charge a small fee to the contractor when they receive a project. And it's a minimal fee. It's 4% up to $1,000. And then for every dollar over $1,000, it's a 0.5% additional fee. And you can see the fees are pretty minimal. And the vendor is never charged a dime for being on the system unless they receive a project, and then they have a minimal fee that they pay when they receive the project. And we've tried to pick pricing that's really fair for everybody and very inexpensive for the contractor. And for everybody involved, they're getting a lot of great communication tools for a very small price, and for you as a client using the system, you're not paying anything. It's completely free. So when I pulled up the contractors on the search that I did a few minutes ago, I clicked a little checkbox that said preferred subs, and it only showed the preferred vendors. And those would be vendors that maybe if you have a list of pre-approved contractors that your bank uses, or whatever that list may be, you might only want to use those preferred subs. Now if that's the case, then you will go to your dashboard, and to invite those contractors to be preferred subs, you'll just click this preferred subs button, and you can put in all of your contractors that you want to invite, separated by commas. Just put in all of the different email addresses and click Add Email to Invitation List, and then click Send Invitation, and the system will send out an email inviting them to join Blue222 and to become a preferred sub for your company. If they are already on the Blue222 system, they'll just get an email inviting them to accept that they are going to be a preferred sub for your company. If somebody hasn't accepted, if you sent out the invitation and somebody hasn't accepted yet, you can go into this pending list, click here, send them a reminder, and then once they've accepted, then you have a list of preferred subs that you can use. And when you do your search, you can just exclude all the other contractors and send out RFPs to preferred subs. Pretty simple. At this point, I hope you're thinking, why would I not join Blue222? It makes sense. It's free, and it's going to save me a lot of time, and it's going to be a much better communication tool. How do I join? Just click here, and if you are logged into your LinkedIn account, you can sign up with one click right there, or sign up with your email. At that point, we will be notified that you have asked to join the system, and we're going to make sure that we know who you are, check out a little bit about you before we approve your account, and at that point you'll be notified that your account has been approved, and you can start working with the system. You can start using it. And it's very simple, easy to use, and if at any time you have questions, you can easily get a hold of us, and we can do a walkthrough or a demo for you or anybody else in your company. So thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this webinar, and pass on the word. Tell your friends about Blue222. And if you haven't yet, go to Blue222.com and sign up. We would love to have you use the system. If you have any questions at all, you can email me directly at alleng@blue222.com. Thank you.